Hey dreamers, how y'all doing? Welcome back. I guess this is my third real talk video here in Dreamers Academy. I want you guys to know that I'm also creating a YouTube playlist with all of the videos that I create. So every now and then, or maybe on the weekends, I will post the link to the videos that are on YouTube so that you can go back if you've missed any. You don't have to scroll through trying to figure out where are the videos. I'm going to house them in YouTube on my YouTube channel. And I'm going to put the link to my YouTube channel in the description for this video. But today, what I really wanted to discuss was focusing on what you want. We've been talking about the law of relativity and making sure that you're having positive thoughts versus negative thoughts, but there really is no positive and negative. Things just are, right? So I want to kind of piggyback off of that and talk about that a little bit more, but from a different perspective. I'm going to put a YouTube video turning positive thoughts into negative thoughts or writing affirmations. I'm going to put the link to that video up here, the YouTube video, so that way you can go and explore a little bit more. But when you are creating or attempting to manifest the life of your dreams, you want to accomplish your goals, you need to be focused on the aspect of what you do want. We talked about previously, what that looks like. We want to make sure that our thoughts are focused on the exact thing we want versus stating the thing that we don't want. For example, I'll talk about my son in grades at school. The way to negatively say this is to say, I don't want my son to get any bad grades. The way to say that same thing from a positive perspective is to say, I would like to see my son get A's and B's this semester. Because what I did was I focused on exactly what I want because I want him to pass. That's what I really want. Not wanting him to fail is the negative of what I want. So I want to say the positive of what I want. So remember to try to train yourself to do this. Now, it's not easy. I mean, I haven't always been good at it. I've been practicing this for a long time. but thinking in a way more on what you want and focusing on what you want is going to have your dreams and goals attracted to you faster. You will accomplish them faster because you are telling your subconscious mind exactly what you want. Because our subconscious mind it's not like the mind that we use to decipher things and to think and to debate. It's not that mind. It's more kind of subdued and laid back, and it's in the background telling us and sending us messages on what to do, and it's kind of listening on a different level, but it's listening on a very simplistic level. It's not a very complicated way of thinking. So the reason why it's important for you to focus on what you want and to make it as simple as possible is because you want your subconscious mind to get on board with your conscious self so that your subliminal lead telling yourself the things that you want, even when you're not consciously thinking about it. I hope that sentence made any sense. But remember, drop a comment down below if you have any questions about anything that I'm going to discuss here today. Because what we focus on the most is what we manifest. I'm quite sure you've heard that over and over and over again, and you don't get it. You're like, but I am focusing on what I want. But are you really? Now, there are some ways to focus on what you want. Creating the affirmations is one way. It's great. Read them morning, noon, and night to help brainwash yourself into always thinking about the plan and thinking about what you want to do. But the key in these, when you're writing these affirmations and when you're creating, is to think about what you want your life to look like at the end of the process. So once you say you're going to school and you're going to school to be a surgeon, you want to be a heart surgeon. And it's really, really hard, right? And this day-to-day testing and doing your clinicals and, and being like, I like to say the student doctor in the doctor's office, all that's kind of hard and is, arduous. And you don't want to think about all that. You don't want to think about, you don't want to write your affirmations that are just focused on, I'm taking a test today and I want an A. No, you want your affirmations to say, so if you want an A on the test, that's great. But how does having the A make you feel? What do you do or how do you feel when you normally get an A? So you want your affirmation to talk about, man, I jumped for joy when I got my A. I told my mama about my A. And when you're doing this, you're really changing your affirmations and making them more scripts is what they like to say. So affirmation is just telling yourself what it is that you want, and how you want to feel, and, at the end of something. But when you put it in script form, you're really visualizing what you want. And I like to call that dreaming, because you're thinking about the end. And now I do this naturally. I don't think I've always done it naturally, but I do it now. So if I want something, I don't think about what it takes for me to get it, because that part is hard. When you think about the effort that it takes to do whatever it is you want to do, sometimes it can make you not want to do it or not want the thing because you don't want to do the work, right? Okay, I'm telling you, don't think about the process. Don't think about the ABCs, the 1, 2, 3s of what it is you want to do. Think about how your life looks when you have obtained it, when you have accomplished that dream and that goal, what comes along with it. So if what comes along with it, a wonderful graduation where your family all gets together for dinner and you see family members you haven't seen in a long time and you're just fellowshipping, you want to think about that. What it's like, the day of graduation or days after graduation. You don't want to think about all the schoolwork and everything you got to do in the process, because thinking about the process will kind of kill your creation or kill your manifestation, because you need to vibrate, like they like to say, at a certain frequency so that you can obtain the thing that you want. And some of us are vibrating low and some of us naturally vibrate high. So, you may have that friend that seems like everything they want, boom, 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 they just get it. They don't even know they're creating. They just know they want something, they get it. But they're vibrating high. But some of us need to learn how to do that. And the way you learn how to do that is you focus on what it feels like, because that's what vibrations are, what it feels like to have the thing you desire. So I hope that helps, because some of us are like, I've been practicing the law of attraction and all these universal laws, and I don't understand why I'm not manifesting in the manner in which I should. But you're thinking about and you're focused on the wrong thing. So I always say, focus on what it feels like to have the thing at the end. Now, some of us aren't always in great moods. And so, we have issues feeling good while we are creating our script, or while we are writing our affirmations, or while we even saying our affirmations. So what I'm going to tell you is a little trick that I do. If I hear some music that puts me in a good mood, or I'm watching a TV show that makes me laugh, those are the moments where I stop what I'm doing, especially if you're home, right? I stop what I'm doing, or you're alone somewhere. I stop what I'm doing, because you should have that affirmation everywhere. I carry my little book everywhere, right? You should have your affirmation. It should be written on your phone or something. Stop and read it, okay? Read it when you're feeling good, when you're happy, when you're feeling that joy. Like, read it. So this may not work all the time in public, but I think it can work at home. But that's a really good trick, because it's about the feeling and emotion behind what you're doing that is helping you to create. But sometimes life can be kind of hard, right? And we can't find that joy and that happiness at the moment and right now, but you have to find ways to connect with it. So if you find yourself with your friends or whatever, and you're happy for them, somebody had a new baby, and just that joy, I love kids, and I love to be around kids, because kids, they naturally have that creative energy. So I like being around kids because it helps me with my mood, and then I can use that in turn and create. Now, I want to see, this is my little book, my book for creating my content. I use it for YouTube. I use it for Facebook anytime I get inspired. So I have written down all these things. Now, these inspirations, all this stuff are videos that I'm going to come and talk to you guys about. But all these thoughts, they come randomly. So when they come, I write them down. What I'm telling you to do is the reverse. Go pre-write down your information, pre-write down your script, and read it out loud to yourself, or listen to it if you have recorded it already in your phone. Listen to it at the moment that you're feeling all this joy and happiness for someone else, for something. That's a way of helping yourself to focus on what you want with the proper energy to attract to yourself. So that's a little tip I just gave you guys, something that I like to do. Okay, so always do positive self-talk. Not, you don't want to say things like in a joking manner, girl, you stupid. Stop saying stuff like that. You don't know what you're doing. And these are thoughts I'm saying that we may say to ourselves. And even if you are joking and you're laughing about something, girl, I'm so dumb. Don't do that anymore. your subconscious, again, is a very simple thing, right? So it only hears the words that you're saying, and it's responding to that. So you want to make sure that you are saying the proper things to you. Also, don't allow other people to speak things into your life that, especially when they're negative, or you don't want what it is that they're saying. Correct them and say, no, that's not what I want. This is what I want. Correct people. Don't allow people to just throw words out there, because words create. So when you hear this stuff, it impacts you. So I stop it. If I find that someone's saying something that I don't want to hear, either I'm going to walk away and re-say something that I need to say to myself to correct that, or I'm going to correct them and let them know to don't say those things about me. You don't, and however I choose to say it, I'm going to correct you, right? Don't allow people to speak into your life and they're not doing it in a positive manner and they're not saying positive things. Because again, my subconscious only knows I'm in an environment where I'm allowing myself to receive these signals or this information from the environment that I'm in. And it must be okay because I'm in this environment. So your subconscious is just picking up on those things. So you don't want to allow people to do that to you. And you need to speak positively to yourself. And again, replace any negative thoughts that you may have with positive ones. So focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. I'm realizing as I'm talking to you right now that I have a lot more to say about this topic. I would like to talk more about visualization and more about scripting and that kind of thing. The things that you do daily that will really help your manifestation process. Because a lot of us who've been practicing these laws for a long time, we just do these things and we forget how to explain them to newbies. I have like 3 YouTube videos about the law of attraction that go into detail about a lot of the things that I'm telling you right now. I have also workbooks. I have the law of attraction action guide that will be really, really helpful. And mindset, belief, action is built on all the universal laws as well as the law of attraction. So there's some tips in there as well. So I guess I need to just kind of post some things. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to post all the links and just attach to this video. This week, what I'm going to do is just every day give you a different post, like put a different link up to a different workbook and to the YouTube videos that I've kind of outlined in this video. I don't want to overload you, like I said, with information, but the things that I can go into further detail in those videos, and I have. So those will be a good place for you to start. So the workbook is $11.11 plus tax, and it's a digital download. So if you don't want to purchase that, you can watch the YouTube videos. Like I said, I have 3. Law of Attraction Action Guide, how using the Law of Attraction naturally, and then Law of Attraction for Beginners on YouTube. So those will really help you as well. So if you have any questions, if you have any comments, drop me the comment down below so that we can get this dialogue going. Because if you don't comment, it's like I'm talking to myself. And I do that all the time in the house. I don't need to do the videos to talk to myself. So I'm looking forward to your feedback. And I'm just thankful and grateful that you have decided to join the Dreamers Academy, because that means that you are serious about creating your life. Bye now.